Hello again, welcome back to another episode of Algebra. Today, like I said in the last video, I'm going to teach you how to solve equations that you can't normally solve by factoring. Maybe just because those factorings may be too hard for you, or because maybe they just seem impossible. You're having a hard time factoring them. This equation I'm going to show you makes it so that you can solve them regardless. So here we go. If you take a trinomial and you take a look at it, you generalize it, the letters A, B, and C stand for the numbers that would be going in front of x squared and x, and the number over here. So if you generalize this trinomial, you can do a lot of fancy math and arrive at this equation right here. This is called the quadratic formula. Now this formula allows you to plug the coefficients of this trinomial in, A, B, and C, and get the value of x. Pretty nifty. This is a really difficult equation to follow, but if we can get it to work, we got it. So let's do an example. So here's our equation. We've got 3x squared plus 5x minus 7. That's a pretty difficult trinomial to do. But using this formula, we should be able to get it figured out. Now, the first part of the formula is negative b. b in this instance was 5. Then we've got plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a, which was 3, times c, which is negative 7, all over 2 times a, which was 3. All right, so I filled it all in there, and now this looks really complicated, obviously. Okay, but I implore you to take it one step at a time. That's going to make it easier. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to multiply the 5 in front by the negative sign and get negative 5. Put that plus or minus after it. Then we're going to simplify this square root. We've got 5 squared, which is 25, and we're going to subtract from it 4 times 3, which is 12, times negative 7. Oh boy, that's a big number. Let's see here. 12 times 7, 14, 70, 84. Okay. So we got 25 minus negative 84. That's what's in the parentheses, or in the square root. And that's all over 2 times 3, which is 6. So let's finish simplifying that square root. We've got 25, that ends up being plus 84. That's 109. So we've got negative 5 plus or minus the square root of 109 over 6. Now, the square root of 109 is some decimal, right? You can't really simplify that. So that means that we're done. We've got the answer. The answer to that trinomial, the value of x, is negative 5 plus the square root of 109 over 6 and negative 5 minus the square root of 109 over 6. And there you go. That's an acceptable answer if you use the quadratic formula. So there you go. Now you can solve any trinomial that you possibly can do, any possible number of trinomials, because of this equation here. Hope you learned something, and we'll see you next time on Algebra. Thanks for watching.